Hi guys, Paul here from PABrewNews. Got a beer here from the Lough Gill Brewing Company, not Lough Gill. Don Beer Reviews. Thank you. He let me know it's more like a lock than a luff. So there you go, Lough Gill. So this is Shield, cool Shield artwork, definitely on the cover. Look at that. This is a Irish whiskey barrel-aged imperial oatmeal coffee stout, coming in at a very sessionable 14% alcohol by volume. I have 3 more of these, not these, but this series. And of course, I started with the highest, so it's 13, and then there's another one. There's a 14, there's a 13, there's a 12, and I think there's like whatever. So we'll see. There's 2 or 3 more at least. There's a 13 and a 12 at least. But I just kind of wanted to go right into it, so. Some of this writing's a little hard for me to see. Infused with coffee from Sonoma Coffee Roasters, Lough Gill Brewing Company. Aged in whiskey barrels from Boan, Irish whiskey. Cool. I like it when it says what whiskey. That's awesome. And collaboration with Boan Distillery. That's awesome. And they are from, I think they're from like Sigil, Ireland. I can't remember. I can't see it on here in my eyes. Wow. Crazy light. So let's pour this Shield out through the water. Here we go. Ladle out, folks. Just that. I'm gonna share it. Sharing is caring. Here it is. Already blankets, comforters, a whole bed set of alcohol legs on this one. Blankets and sheets of alcohol. All right. Slancher. Okay, there's a sharp ethanol alcohol wafting from this, which makes sense. It has a very nuanced fruit character coming from that whiskey as well. Just subtle bits of, almost going to say like a hint of almost a lemon pith mixing in there. Like, and some crunchy kind of citrus, not citrus, but like green leaf. But very, very nice, very nice. Kind of like botanical, kind of a note mixing it with that whiskey. You have a nice bit of char smoke roast on there as well. Boy, does that fill up your nostrils. All right, let's get into it. Cheers. Having that Irish whiskey is definitely a different taste. It's just a different thing in general. Like I said, there's a brightness to the beer. Like I said, there's a little bit of something that reminds me of a soft, like a hint of a soft lemon quality, kind of wafting through there as well. So it's a very soft note, a very subtle note of a citrus quality with that whiskey. There's a soft botanical note, but it's very, very subtle. Very bright. It's a bright spirit, you know. It's actually kind of odd. It's a little bit different than, off than your normal like bourbons or whiskeys. It's just, or scotches rather. It's a bit thin. It's like medium side of a medium body, surprising for 14%. Under that, there's subtle nuances of that char, smoke, even a breadiness, a little kind of a toasted brown bread, but mixing with a little bit of like that sweetness of the oat mixing in there. Subtle coffee tonality, that char roast kind of thing, mixing with a subtle coffee. It's not bombastic on the coffee, but it's very smooth. Everything's laying under that whiskey. there's the whiskey layer, and everything's kind of like just sliding underneath that. Very dangerous beer for 14%. There's a lot of nose to this, but it's very smooth and subtle when you drink it. So, an interesting beer from Lough Gill. Lough Gill for short. We'll top it up a little bit. There you go. Shield, the first from their series here. I have 3 of these other dark black small cans. I believe 3. Might be 3 total. Ignore that. Whatever. Yeah, definitely different. The whiskey is the star of the show, and everything else is kind of underneath that. So those flavors definitely need to be amped up if we're going to do any more barrel aging for sure. Because it is whiskey, and then underneath that there's these nice nuanced flavors that definitely need, the body needs to get amped up, and those flavors need to get amped up for sure. But what is here is nice. It's just very subtle. So I'm going to give it right onto that solid score, 7.5. I mean, I'll give it an 8. It's fucking 14. It drinks like a fucking champ. So 8 out of 10. This has been Paul from PABrewNews. Cheers. Bye-bye. Watch that finger. Here it comes.